if I were to walk into a room which had 40 women and 6 men, which is usually the ratio is the reverse. In MBA classes, the majority is men. I would be terrified walking into that room, and just to even have that initial conversation with somebody would be very difficult. So, what's your perspective on that? Like, how did you manage that, and what can men do to make women feel more comfortable so that they speak up more, especially in a team environment?
Right. Raghav, yeah, we don't bite. If you were to walk into a room with 40 women, I think it'd be great. But I think that's a very, very important question. So as an engineer in India, you realize that the gender ratio over there is also pretty screwed up. So when I was in my chemical engineering, we were, I want to say like 80 students, and we had like 10 women in that class. And even before my engineering, I was actually prepping for IIT JEE. So I would go to these classes where, again, we were two girls in a batch of like 15, 20. So I had basically been used to this. However, when I came to the MBA, not only was I one of the minorities in the class, but the other fact was also I was like very young. So it was daunting. It was really daunting because leading up to the days to the first class, I was just like, have I made the right decision? Am I going to be able to fit in? There are people with like 10 years of experience. There are people who've already done their masters and this is their second masters. And I'm just going there with 1.5 years of experience. What am I going to even contribute to the class? So there was a lot of second guessing, doubting, but it takes a while to realize that you are here because you are worth it. Everybody over here is at an equal level, and there are certain things that you bring to the table that others don't, and you are just here to complement each other and learn from each other. um, with the whole men women thing, I've had instances where a lot of people have mansplained. They've treated me as damsel in distress, and I'm sure they mean well. It's just something that happens. It just happens. You don't intend to put somebody down, but it just happens. So I feel like the one thing that everybody can do, it's not limited to like men, women, or any other gender for that matter, it's just being cognizant. Like when somebody is speaking, just give them the basic respect irrespective of their gender. So if I'm talking to you, I am putting my point forth, just give me that respect that I know what I'm talking about. And if we just start actively listening to people, I don't think we would need to mansplain or treat somebody as a damsel in distress or anything of that sort. So that's all I could say.